Welcome back to Iron Man 4.
The program was an American, deWitt.
Jeez, guy even sounds like an evil mastermind, doesn't he?
Hey guys, what do we do when we're low on budget? Make our characters be in an incredibly dark background to try and mask how bad things look.
To be honest, at the very least, they're bothering to explain who this villain is.
So now we have DeWitt's evil brother.
Of course.
Huh.
Also, put a fucking shader on the text on font, jeez.
The lighting, Jesus Christ, the lighting.
Barely read the
Me too, honestly.
Yes, white subtitles over a completely white screen, you dunces.
Apparently his name wasn't a red flag for them either.
Well,
Okay,
to be fair, guys.
Guess what? The villain in this movie is someone who was in contact with Stark Enterprises.
I guess we never raised the red flag. To be fair, this is the same universe where a guy by the name of...
Okay.
Hold on, please. We will time to talk about the gameplay, but what you need to know is that following the steps of eventually what we try to do in the actual movie, Mr. deWitt created his own bootleg Iron Man armor and uploaded the Jarvis data that Roxxon took and called it Ultimo, which it's Latin for last.
Nah.
It's used in this context as the most powerful because it's the newly born generation of a machine. And deWitt dies. Yeah, our villain gets killed off by the Ultimo AI immediately.
Yep, he literally gets assimilated. It's okay though, he can always just put on the face again.
Now, to be honest, Ultimo design in this game is cool enough. It definitely works as the actual character would look like in an MCU movie.
I gotta say though, man, how much do you have to screw up to create an AI that can assimilate other humans like that? Like, dang, there's missing the mark, and then there's just missing the broadside of a barn there.
Execute Operation Daybreak.
Alright.
I guess we're completely okay with the fact that our boss has been assimilated by the AI. Let's do what it says.
Picotech regenerative ordnance with a tactically evolving adaptation network.
Uh-huh.
Machines on the scale of an atom.
Oh my god,
They regenerate or
Roy,
modify
are you
whatever
okay,
they're
dude?
built for. At the time I killed the program.
Oh.
No, seriously, the mocap model for rolling this video game is weird.
Oh, I'm not talking about the face though. Like,
Yeah, in general.
I borrowed A.I.M gunship.
I seriously thought there was even
866
facial
along with
mocap
landing
in this
pad
game.
plans.
Because you know how cheap it is.
Anyway, as I was going to say earlier,
Sorry, Lives. Basically, our job here is that thanks to a ship that Black Widow has relocated from A.I.M, we're storming the base, and at a convenient time since the actual A.I.M soldiers are getting taken out by the machines.
Immediate landing at Hangar Deck Delta.
So basically, the conflict that our heroes have been trying to sneak in, nicely enough, is completely irrelevant because the base is already in a state of disrepair and they can just storm in guns blazing.
Yep.
Wait, you're not carrying any drones, are you?
No, sir. No drones.
Also, Crouch Shuttle War Machine, thanks.
This is going easier than expected.
I know, Tony.
Wow, that was the most awful thing ever.
Pleasure. Good luck,
Don't worry,
guys.
Pedro.
Yep,
Don't
on.
worry, that will come again.
Jarvis, get the door. You've got to admit, they're not terrible designs.
I'm gonna disagree with you there, Tommy. I'm
They
gonna
look,
disagree
they
with you
look
there.
like rejected transformed Bayformer's character, to be honest.
anyway,
Go on, Lives.
okay, well, I was just going to say, it was relevant to the cutscene earlier, it's just, well, we had other cutscenes interrupting. Okay, that's one thing that, whether it's pointed out in Universal from reviewers, I've never understood. I mean, just because they have a dodgy sounding name doesn't automatically mean that they're evil. I mean, one point
Don't judge a book by its cover.
True.
one thing the cinematic extra brought up, to counter the whole "why should you trust anyone named Victor Von Doom" thing, is that he comes from a foreign country, so maybe Von Doom sounds regular over there.
Yeah,
I
that's fair
understand your
enough.
point. I understand your point to it, but at the same time, in the DC universe, there's a purple guy called Sinestro, and everybody somehow is, and he has even an evil twirling type of mustache, and yet everybody's so surprised that he turns out to be evil.
Well, that's the thing though, Pedro. It's like, well, the difference there is like, well, with the...
That is
Bullshit
actually
lasers.
Yeah,
Also,
that...
Dweebs, in universe, for this particular example, Tony is still, remember, Tony is still fresh from his characterization in Iron Man 2, so I can totally believe he's a judgmental prick in that kind of sense.
Anyway, in regards to Sinestro, though, like, that's another thing. He's from a completely different planet. Like, for all we know, Sinestro doesn't mean what it means there. And to be fair, before he becomes a bad guy, he is one of the top mark Green Lantern Corps heroes. He's just, he turns out later to be a fallen hero of sorts. Ironically enough, it sort of is a subversion where, yes, he looks like your typical mustache-twirling villain, but is anything but that.
I guess.
It's also another
by that
thing
logic,
that
Tony Stark should
characterization
be a
marching
villain,
over the
mustache.
years, in having Sinestro being more dedicated to be, yes, sort of a tyrant, but one that is interested to keeping the people he wants under control, is simply exterminating them.
I've had another one. Dibs, how about the wonderful villain of Expendables 2, Villain?
Well, again, that's a
Those
French
movies
thing.
are more like self-aware.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
That's kind of like if we wanted to say, like, a bad guy of Kick-Ass is bad.
I
Like,
forgot,
yeah.
Dibs, how is the British villain of the Deadpool movie called?
Francis?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. A simple name and all. That's something that the Deadpool movie would do. Moving on.
I can't remember his last name, but I know his first name's Francis.
I think that's really the main name that
Look
they
at all
focus
the dead
on.
bodies, guys.
Yeah, the Deadpool mocking him for having a rather unthreatening real name.
So I love how Ultimo gives orders to these guys, only to moments later kill them for no reason.
Systems compromised.
Oh no. And now Jarvis is getting a bit dizzy from his contact with Ultimo.
Oh boy. Hey, wait a minute. You know, in a way, this this game kind of predicted Ultron in that regard.
A bit, at least. To be honest, like I said, as a sort of sequel to the movie, it's fair enough. It's not the most complex and it still has a lot of issues on the technical department, but story-wise, it's serviceable. If it was a sort of a TV special, in this case maybe like a Disney Plus sequel special to the movie, I could totally see it fitting through the chronology of the MCU. Of course, being video game and all, it's not canon anyway, but again, I appreciate the effort, at the very least. Shame that the studio basically didn't have the chance to create a finished product, instead got told before even the release. But to be honest, at this point, the studio was basically on its last legs. Again, ever since the buyout from Sega, they weren't convincing in making their games, so I can see why the circumstances, happened that led to their closure, but alas.
God, the lighting here is awful.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like
the game is either too dark or too bright. There's not that much of a balance.
that is definitely some of the worst lighting. When something is either too dark or too bright, you have got a blatant issue that even the 6th generation of consoles was able to alleviate.
Yeah, it reminds me of God, Joe, but what's the name of the stage in Sonic Adventure 2 where Eggman is in the Ark?
Oh God,
Lost Colony, I think.
Yeah, Lost Colony.
Reminds
The
me
one
how.
where you activate all the lights on yourself, if I recall.
Although, funnily enough, you can game the system by just tinkering with your TV lighting settings, but yeah.
It's the level before we had that cutscene where the three villains gather and
The first time that
that's the
Eggman
one.
reaches the Ark, I think.
Yeah. Basically, too. The lighting of that level is radically different in both the Dreamcast and the GameCube, and by extension, the HD versions. This is the HD remaster.
I remember I
based on the
played
GameCube version.
the PS3 version, so that
Yeah.
is
Oh,
based
it's based on the GameCube
Yeah.
version. The Dreamcast is quite dark, and even though I don't particularly care much for the new lighting scheme of the battle version, this is one of those exceptions where the lighting system of the GameCube actually makes that level much clearer, much more clear in the GameCube version. So it's interesting.
Admittedly, it's something that's supposed to be dark, but yeah, I found that you can actually game that system by just messing with your TV's lighting settings.
Yeah, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to do that.
Anyway,
programmers
laser!
Oh, you don't have to. Oh, you don't have to. I'm just saying it's something you want to do if you want to cheat it, pretty much. Hello? Anybody
Yeah.
home?
Yes, yes, Jova.
Stark, can you hear me? Emergency teams mobilize and prep for extraction of...
Wait, extraction? Extraction of what?
So
Basically, remember, Iron Man is still there, so...
So Tia, you gotta
Basically-
wonder, was this one of
Yeah.
those games that was being made while the movie was being made, and that's why they didn't
Recall,
know
yes.
that his symbol was supposed to now be a triangle and not a
Not just
circle?
that, if you have noticed, despite some minor elements, the game completely ignores the events of the movie. Whiplash is, I don't think, even named once, stuff like that. Or the accidents like with the F1.
I can finish this.
What he
But
said.
yeah.
Jarvis, reinitiate full
Makes
sentence.
you wonder how one's even supposed to know that this takes place after the movie.
Good morning.
Well, that's
Mr. Stark.
basically because the War Machine still is operational, and in the movie, you know, it is his origin story.
True, true. I guess there's that bout of common
Not
sense.
to mention, they know already Black Widow, and so...
You know, I gotta wonder though, with certain movie companies, you'd think that they would just, I don't know, give them a full blueprint of, you know, what's going on so that they
I think
can do
sometimes
it
it
properly
happens,
whenever it
but
comes to
not
these sort of
always,
games.
I think sometimes it happens, but not always. I don't know.
I'm like, you know, it's just asking for trouble if you don't fill in the game company that's making a game adaptation of your movie that has to be released simultaneously along with the movie release. It's always a bad idea if you don't inform them enough. That's just asking for trouble. And I don't get why so many studios were so hell-bent on going through with that format.
Yeah.
It also that's also the thing, Java. These, as you can imagine, this particular point was very crucial for this kind of licensed product based on the movie, because back for the from the NES till the PS2 era, it was more easy to construct a video game in a cheap way to make it licensed. So even if they knew at the last second, they could theoretically make something. But now with the HD, you know, advent, it became more difficult for them to release it in like 7 months or stuff like that.
What is going on with the lighting? Sorry. Go on.
No, I actually need to explain. Now Ultimo sends this thing which is called the PROTEAN hybrid, new type of machine and all, and you can't destroy it. Basically, after a while, I think it will start regenerating its own health, and then basically the plot point will be trying to find a way to destroy permanently this thing.
The lighting here, Jesus Christ, the way the stuff reflects off of it, you'd think that these guys were glowing light bulbs themselves.
I get it, but these are supposed to be metallic textures on the armors, meaning that they should reflect lighting.
But this is
still.
just ugly. What do you think, Shiroi?
Meh.
Can you actually see something?
No, not really. This is kind of a mess.
Great.
That's to try to finish what I was trying to say before Discord interrupted me. That's the thing. Unfortunately, Tail, the fans stood. Oh, cutscene.
Basically, again, we need to find a way to at least keep it at bay for now. So yeah, basically it's gonna act like the Terminator in some kind of fashion. You need to run away until you find a way to destroy him properly.
Jarvis, I am overriding all previous safety protocols. Get your ass fully online. I'm so not joking.
Poor Jarvis.
Apologies, sir. It seems that deWitt has achieved a protean-human hybrid which can adapt its defenses on a molecular level.
How
Scale
fucking
of our
convenient.
present
Wow.
Something from one of those Transformers animated knockoffs.
Already mentioned, but they look like Bayformers, most of them.
Well, actually, I agree with Pedro. Not even that. They look like Transformer knockoffs. Like, oh my god, they look like Transmorphers.
No, Joe McGuddy-formers.
Thanks, Jarvis.
Oh, Gladiformers. And don't worry.
Basically, okay, now you're ready to play Trap the Mouse with this. It's a classical video game scenario. What you need to do is to trap first a charge the power to this particular, I think it's a microwave generator in 3 points while keeping the protein hybrid at bay, then trap him in a room and then fry his ass, basically. But anyway,
Sounds
go on.
intuitive enough.
Okay. Oh god, this sound effect is annoying.
Which
They're supposed to
one?
be electric shocks.
Oh,
I know, but it's just audibly annoying. Got it. Okay. Basically, fortunately, the defense took matters into their own hands, and they did a best of both worlds thing, where you can implement all the better lighting options from the Dreamcast version into the PC version, while at the same time keeping the better GameCube lighting of Lost Colony. However, you can always customize it and bring back the Dreamcast lighting for that stage.
I think I saw a status update of someone in SSMB the other day, but it was recording that had like a list of the mods so far of SA2.
Yeah.
And he was like, how many more mods do we need until the game is actually decent to look at?
No, the best way to play both Sonic Adventure games right now is in the PC versions with full-blown mods. For example, the fans even made a Sonic Adventure web installer that literally downloads and installs all the mods for you. So it's very easy. For Adventure 1, they haven't made one for Adventure 2 yet, but the mods are still there. And they're very easy to install manually, so it's okay.
Anyway,
sorry.
the secret is to reduce the protein hybrid to the point where it starts to regenerate health while in this room, and then start activating the microwave thingy. Anyway, go on.
So...
Here's an example, Shiro. They remap one mod that you can install is remapping the light dash to the Y button or triangle button if you prefer. Basically, that's a godsend because Sonic Adventure 2 has that problem of every single one button doing so many different things that it can cause problems.
It can do the wrong thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Honestly, the major problem that I had was grinding the rails. They felt so not responsive in terms of, so basically Final Chase was a nightmare for me.
Well, in Heroes they weren't great either, but yes.
I feel they were fine enough in Heroes, though that is unless you wanted them to be momentum based and more like the grind rails in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes, Pedro?
Unfortunately, fixing that would require reprogramming the game from scratch.
Yeah.
So that doesn't.
And there we go. With the power of fission, I think that's what we're doing.
Fission.
We can actually, atomize this thing to the molecular level.
Wow. That may have just been effectively the most powerful boss ever since it was essentially invincible.
Oh, what happened?
We atomized
Thanks to the
it.
power of science, we managed to implode that thing with energy.
So we could return the Ant-Man video get out of the way.
And now Jarvis is gonna have a bit of a chat with Ultimo, I think.
Anything? No sign of him, sir. Copy that. Send in the cleaners and start your withdrawal, Corporal. This one's a bust start. DeWitt's not here.
Tony, we've got other places we can look. Intel has locations of at least 6 more AIM.
Jarvis, throw up another SenseNet web and look again. Would you stop doing that? I'm working here.
I don't trust this PROTEAN tech of yours.
Thanks for the insight, Professor. I understand.
Hey, everybody, just chill out.
Jesus, what is this? A JJ?
We keep the banter.
Is this a JJ Abrams script all of a sudden? Seriously?
Weapons up.
What are we looking for, Jarvis? Everybody else, get back.
Highlighting anomaly.
I got it.
Drone designation 666.
Well, I guess that's one way to pay homage to Iron Man 2, the banter way of the script.
Except this banter isn't painful.
Yeah.
I guess.
Very least. Oh, no, Roddy!
Sir, that's not the anomaly I was referring to. I'm not someone else's.
The hell? That explosion was way too big. Rhodey, Jarvis, I'm not.
I don't even understand what the fuck is going on.
Basically, Ultimo is hijacking the armors.
Infield armor is down. We're going to need the heavy lifters in here for.
Good morning, Maker. I am Ultimo.
Oh shit.
Oh crap.
We've got casualties.
I was built from the root of your Jarvis. I can speak with his voice.
Oh no, evil Jarvis!
So with this we can spare voice actors.
Do we really need this right now?
Everything and everyone that's ever been important to you, Maker.
Oh my god, he really is Ultron before Ultron.
5
Seriously,
years
we haven't-
beforehand.
Do we really need
There's no stopping what cannot be stopped.
an early version of Ultron
As
in
you
this
made me,
game? Don't we already have enough to
shall
deal with?
unmake you.
Well, I
To be
guess to be
honest,
fair,
again,
he's
it
the
was
main
like
threat
5 years
now.
before. The ultimate armor.
Oh, hey,
Jesus,
the Ultimate Iron Man.
Oh, okay, no, it's called anti-protean. No, actually, no, anti-protean is the name of the chapter. No, it's the extremist armor. It still looks ugly. Jesus.
Really, it looks a lot like the. Well, okay, I guess to be fair, it's not as bulky as the armor from Ultimate Iron Man.
But anyway, again, Ultimo has shown a taste of his power. So in the next part, we'll see more of what he's capable of doing. See ya.
Sounds like fun.
Sure.
Yeah.